Welcome back to SportsZone. This is your favorite MLB segment, Gain of Third Base. I'm with Kristen and David like always. This is the last one of the semester, which is really sad, but we have a lot to talk about with baseball. The season is up and going. So to start off, Kristen, Arizona Diamondbacks are the first in the NL West. They've won 9 straight series. So what's going right for them?
So I think pretty much with the Diamondbacks, a lot of things are going right for them right now. They have a record of 19-7, which is one of the best records in baseball. And it's really been interesting to see how they've been able to keep up that hot streak because their lineup is doing decently, but they're definitely not the best lineup of hitters in the league. Paul Goldschmidt is one of their big hitters, and he's only hitting around like 275. But their pitching has really been stellar so far this season. Patrick Corbin has been one of their best pitchers. He has an ERA that's hovering around 2. And the great pitching that he's been able to do thus far has made up for a decent lineup and then also made up for other starting pitchers like Zach Greinke, who has a higher ERA that's close to 5 actually. So it's really been kind of amazing to see how the Diamondbacks have been able to keep up this hot record with really not the best lineup, but with really, really great starting pitching in Patrick Corbin.
Yeah, and we'll see if they keep it up in the NL West. And David, we're a month into the season. We've seen some good pitching, we've seen some bad pitching, we've seen some ugly pitching. So David, take it away.
So I'll start with the ugly pitching. Kenley Jansen having an unsightly year with only 3 saves, I believe. The Dodgers doled out an $80 million contract for him, and he's just not performing. His ERA shot up to over a 5.59. His walks per 9 has shot up from below a 1 to a mid 3 level, I believe, mid 2-3 level, and his home run shot from below a 0.9, I believe, to 2. So he's really struggling badly with those peripherals and not getting many 1, 2, 3 innings that we would like him to be getting. Now back onto the good pitching. The Astros rotation has been amazing. Garrett Cole has been lights out. Charlie Morton has been reliving his fall days where he came in throwing 98 out of the bullpen and has consistently been doing well. But my boy, 2 words, Justin Verlander is dominant yet again. I don't know whether it was a wedding to Kate Upton or he just refound himself in Houston, but my boy is back, and he's going to be contending for the AL Cy Young by the end of the year because he's the best god-darn pitcher I've seen. Now, I did not mention Dallas Keuchel because he has not been doing very well so far this season. It's basically been the other 4 stars. I forgot to mention Lance McCullers, but he's always been pretty good with that strikeout curveball. Dallas Keuchel, not ugly, but not good, so I'm going to give him the bad rating. But Astros being led by Justin Verlander, I definitely see some really great things.
All right, wait, if I could just jump in here, I want to add something to the ugly pitchers, which I hate to do, but Jason Vargas last night made his first start for the Mets coming off of an injury, and everyone was hoping that he would come in and kind of pick up the slack because Matt Harvey, we know, didn't do so well and was sent to the bullpen, and we were hoping that Jason Vargas would really be able to come in and kind of just do at least decently well. He really did not do well at all. I think he let 9 runs.
9 runs? How many
across in like 4 innings or something like that. It was an absolute disaster. So that was just ugly to watch. And then also for the Mets, Zach Wheeler and Steven Matz really have not been pitching as well as the Mets need them to be pitching. Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard have been stellar as usual. Everyone knows that they are just going to go out there and do what they do every 5 days. But the other 3 really are, it's concerning to say the least. So we're going to have to see going forward if they can get their act together because the only way the Mets are going to contend is if their pitching gets their act together.
So I have to ask as Mets fans, who's next in the lineup after those guys? Because I don't really know anyone else in your AAA since Rafael Montero got towards UCL.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Rafael Montero. I'm just scarred by that. So we can just continue.
On a different note, so the NL Central right now, the Pittsburgh Pirates are first place, but behind them are the Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals, and Milwaukee Brewers, and they're all a half game out of first place with the Pirates. So it's only the first month, but it's a very close race with the Cincinnati Reds with 6 games behind. So they're probably slowly getting out of it. But those 4 teams really show that in my opinion, this division is really, who knows what's going to happen. You have the Chicago Cubs, who, like we said many times, that early in the season they were the favorite to win. But the Pittsburgh Pirates, they're still winning. They're still doing good. So we'll see what happens with the NL Central. So that also goes to another note. So this is our last game to third base of the semester. So we want to do predictions. So we're going to go down the line and say, who do you think is going to win some division? So Kristen, you start.
So I'm going to take the NL East because, as everyone knows, the NL East is very close to my heart. I don't think it would be fair of me to say that the Mets are definitely going to take this division because obviously we touched on it before, how the pitching has been really struggling except for those top 2. So I definitely think the National League East is going to come down to the wire. I don't think it's fair even to count the Nationals out at this point, even though they're in 4th place right now, because they still have people that are injured. So I do think that the National League East is going to come down to the Mets and the Nationals at the tail end of the season, and I'm going to say that the Mets are going to take it.
David?
So just to first bounce off one of your points about the Cubs, it's very surprising seeing how Yu Darvish signs this major contract with them and immediately just gets lit up. Like, I'm talking really short outings, 5 innings for 4 runs, and I think that plays a part into the Cubs' failure. But you're going to touch on that later. I'm going to handle the AL East. Everyone knows I'm an Orioles fan, and I'm going to say it now. They're not going to be even close to winning that division. Manny Machado's my bronze Jesus is going to be leaving me at the trade deadline. So that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. But it's really going to come down to the Red Sox and Yankees. No one's going to be surprised by that. I'm giving the edge to the Red Sox. If you ask my brother's girlfriend, I've told her this multiple times, that the Red Sox are going to be winning the division. She doesn't talk to me anymore because of that. That's totally fine. And it just comes down to the fact that the Red Sox have a more consistent lineup. You know that with Mookie Betts and Dustin Pedroia, Mitch Moreland, which 2 years ago I would have laughed at that comment, and Chris Sale are going to go out there and they're going to perform. The Yankees, I mean, Giancarlo Stanton's a really streaky hitter. He's had those cold periods and he may have those hot periods. I'm not sure if that's really enough to justify, being able to push past the Red Sox. Aaron Judge, as much as I hate to admit it, he has been doing as well as he has been his rookie year, maybe a little bit worse, but it's still early in the season, so he'll probably be his usual self. But beyond that, maybe Didi Gregorius are having a great lineup, which pains me to say. But other than that, I can't really think of any good Yankees players. Luis Severino, but they're going to prove me wrong. I know they will. They recently ended their 500 games, and I'm sorry for rambling like this, but they're going to make it close, and I'm going to hate it.
And I'm going to take the NL West. I'm going to bounce off what Kristen was saying about how Arizona Diamondbacks are doing really well. Early in the season, they've played most of the West of their division, and their division is really not that good. The Colorado Rockies are in second place. They're 5 games behind. But also, Arizona has played St. Louis Cardinals, the Philadelphia Phillies, who's in second place right now, and the Nationals, which are still a good team. So they're still playing pretty good teams, and they've still won every series that they've played. So I really think that they're going to take the NL West, and so we'll see what happens. So that has been Getting to Third Base.
Hold on a second. Sorry, I forgot to say something, but for those that have been paying attention to baseball, last week Danny Farquhar had an aneurysm. Sorry, he wasn't hit by a baseball. He had an aneurysm. Went into ICU and has been going brain surgery. We've learned that he is walking now and that he expects to make a full recovery, which is obviously great for him to hear. And it's great to see the baseball community get behind him, even if he doesn't resume playing. I just want to say that that serves as an inspiration to us all, that he fights for his life.
Yeah, and so that's been Getting to Third Base. Thank you.